The sky is falling, guys. Crypto prices are dumping. But wait, maybe there's a turning point here soon. Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is around 48 cents here. Okay, Bitcoin has been dumping, guys. But Bitcoin literally needs to hold up, right? It literally does, guys. Now, the one thing that may turn the tides is this right here. This isn't financial advice, guys, but we have a lot to talk about, especially the Riddlers in today's video, and there's something brewing definitely with USDT, guys, which the Riddlers called, and we knew too. We knew a long time ago, guys. So let's go. Now, guys, we're starting from part of XRP, the XRP community. Now, this is quite interesting. So we have an upcoming moon, guys. It's called the full moon of June, a special solstice strawberry moon, right? So this is really the only thing that can save us, guys, right, from dumping. And this year, the full moon coincides with the summer solstice on the evening of June 21st. It basically occurs, okay? So now the reason why that's important is because if we look to the charts, guys, and if we overlay the moon phases indicator, right? So we got the dump moon and then the pump moon. The pump moons are the full moons right here, guys. These white moons, okay, and the blue moons are dump moons, right? So it seems like during consolidation phases, guys, there isn't really that much of an impact, right, with the moons, but during uptrends and downtrends, there seems to be, such as this uptrend, guys, right? Each full moon marked the bottom, as you guys can see, guys. Look at that, right? So hopefully this will mark the bottom here soon, guys, right? So that's when? That's in literally a couple days from now, guys, right? So hopefully Bitcoin bottoms out here and we start to pump, guys. The stock market is doing really well, right? So I still have faith and hope. But if Bitcoin doesn't do anything, then it's going to literally die, in my opinion. Now, what's fascinating about the summer solstice, guys, around that date is from Barrel Guy 123, he pointed out 6-4, right? 6-4 from Mr. Pool as well. Interesting. Why? Is it because 6-4, right, would come out to 6-2-2 if we slice the 4 apart, guys, into 2s, right? Isn't that interesting? Not to mention, as we can see, like Baba Cooks told us, follow the timeline. So it begins as above, so below. What is so? Solstice. Interesting, guys. Right, now please like today's video. It's about to get crazier. So 11/22, which is November 22, guys, and then as above, so below will come out to June 22. Now, when does it start? London, you have until November 4th to figure out what the Roku channel is from David Schwartz. What is that, guys? 11/4, 11/22. Right. Now remember, 11/22 can come out to 9/22 because of the calendar change. That would come out to what? June 22, right? June 22nd. 9/22, 6/22, guys. Why is David ready to party? What happens at midnight? 4/23/22, aka 9/22. Who's ready to party? 9/22 is 6/22, guys, right? Again, basically summer solstice. So January 2020 equal 122, October 2019 equal 121, 184.13 added up, or 121, guys. March 15th can come out to 621. So all these dates would come out to around 621, guys, exactly when there's a summer solstice. The bear is thanking God for the chance to buy XRP when he looks to the sun, right? Isn't that weird, guys? It's always about the sun. If we look at all BG123 dates, guys, right, or images, shall we say instead, why the sun, right? The sun isn't coming. So let us pay attention, guys. Maybe is that going to be the bottom? I sure hope so. I mean, that's literally our only hope right here, guys, right? Now, Ripple Riddler had his famous 513 profile picture, right? Ripple Riddle on summer solstice, 513. Now, we know we know how much that number breaks down into, but 513 move the 1 over, and maybe it is 6-3, right? Which can be 6-3 right here, guys. 5 plus 1 is 6-3, right? Great event, 620 from Ripple Riddler, guys, right? Again, correlating with the sun. But why? Interesting. Once again, guys, what are the chances, right? So let us prepare if anything does occur, guys. I really hope we bottom out here soon. Now, the indicators are looking quite well, guys, but we must bottom. If we don't, I think that this is the mid-cycle top, guys, right? There are actually a few indicators that tell us we will probably go higher, which we'll talk about in the next video, guys. But we must bottom. Now, from XRP, you wake up and see this black swan staring at you. What do? Right? What are you guys going to do on 627 right here, guys, from Mr. Pool 627? Now, what's fascinating about the incoming weeks and months, guys, especially years, is that for Mr. Pool, once again, he pointed out, look at what you did, reg as in regulations. And if we go down here, look at that, guys. If we okay, so that's fascinating, right? If we copy and paste the random letters and numbers, right? So OEF right here, A4, guys. It would come out to, let's see. Look at that, Tether, a Tether logo, right? USDT matching up with Binance, is that? Weird if you ask me. But wait a minute, is that the incoming Black Swan event, guys? So seems to me the flood is here, so something is most definitely brewing. Why? Because new, a digital billboard accusing the world's largest stablecoin Tether of corruption is being featured in Times Square, New York City right now, guys. No one else called it except us. And people were saying, oh, we're funding. No, we're not, guys. But the interesting part about Tether is what? It will not die until America does. Because they hold treasuries, guys. Right? A bunch of, I think they're ranked 15. There will be enough teardrops to fill a pool, although the sun is bright beyond the storm. So whenever Tether does die, it doesn't matter because XRP will survive. Watch T from Big Short. Treasuries, right? Tether, as people in the community have speculated. Now, why do you think ZZ told you this before they pulled him aside? He knew this was coming. Tether is going to be is going to get a hammering one way or another. When the Titanic sinks, little floats near it get dragged down too, but the floats will eventually come back up if they are untethered. If your coin is untethered, guys, you're safe. But if it's not, then you're not, right? If it's relying on Tether to, if your coin is relying on Tether to prop it up, you're done for, such as Bitcoin. But right now, there's a mechanism which are the ETFs that are flowing their money in to possibly save Bitcoin from going to zero, guys, right? Adding liquidity. Now, again, guys, this is crazy because Ponzi. Okay, so look at this. Literally, Daily Mail, right? They published an article calling Tether to corruption, major charges against Tether, Ponzi scheme tied to crazy organizations, right? All of these things, guys, connections to the enemies of America. Don't we see? And who said this from the beginning of time? Exactly, we did. Why? Because we're always 589 steps ahead, guys. No one else will call this. People just say FUD, but we're just too cautious, right? It's better to be what? Safe than sorry. Now pay attention. XRP is tied to USDT. Why? Because there are pairings of XRP, guys. Every coin has an USDT pairing, okay? So every coin will take damage, but some coins will take even more damage than others, guys, right? Just be safe out there. That's all I'm saying. Now, I don't think Tether will die anytime soon. I'm pretty sure they're going to tie it in with the collapse if it does happen. Option number 2 would be for them to kick out Palo, the CEO, and introduce their own WEF CEO, such as they did with Binance. Okay, one option, which is killing Tether, killing the whole crypto market, making a few survive, which is going to be the craziest storm. That option will be a grand sacrifice. Number 2 would be less so of a sacrifice, but still to a higher degree. Now, to a great degree. So, who was here long enough to remember crypto crash of 2022, right? New, a consumer's first ad campaign is targeting Tether, calling it the next FTX. Oh, you don't say? It will not die until America does, though. FTX, Luna, Celsius, BlockFi, etc. all blowing up, billions lost. Now we have Tether that transacts more than all of those companies combined, $3 trillion, right? The USDT crash will easily overshadow 2022, guys. Look at this. Right, they themselves are saying that without the intervention of regulators, we unfortunately might see a situation as bad as UST Luna crash. Only this time, a USD-backed stablecoin could be the main actor. No one else called it except us. How? I don't know. We're not insiders. Uphold has notified. We just have our eyes open, right? Looking at everything, guys. Now, Uphold has notified the European unions that it will see support for 6 stablecoins, right? And Tether will be delisted, guys. USDT. But what's fascinating about Uphold is that Ripple's on-demand liquidity partner Uphold has announced removal of numerous stablecoins, including Tether. Isn't that weird? It seems like Ripple's on the right side of history, or soon to be, just in time for Ripple stablecoin RLUSD. Interesting, if you ask me. Tether has only devastating consequences on the markets, guys, crypto markets, right, with USDT if it does die. I told you guys, right? Now I wouldn't, if I were them, I'm not killing it now, guys. Why? Because everything's crashing, right? I'll tie it in beautifully with the collapse moment. It just perfectly, the perfect excuse, guys, right? So from then to now, we rise, right? We rise, guys. Only then this happens. But that's when, possibly in 2026, right? 2025, end of 2025, 2026. Ripple is well positioned for the UK and European crypto markets. Ripple has won the UK's most prestigious payments awards, and Ripple stablecoin meets all MiCA regulatory criteria, guys. Right? Look at that. Ripple, Ripple, Ripple on the right side. What about your coins?
But I think all in, we should be looking at implemented stablecoin regulation by the end of next year, so the end of 2025. I think we will actually have something applicable for firms.
Look at that, guys. Stablecoin implementation begins June 30th and finalized by end of 2025, and that's when they launch, supposedly, right? Ripple launches their stablecoin end of 2020. Wait. Oh, end of 2024, I meant. But it gets finalized end of 2025. Right before the collapse, you say? Right, or around the same time as the collapse, introducing a new world. Interesting. The RR came back and told us about Tether, right? The Titanic. Again, the Riddlers are in the know, and we're in the know. Not to mention their logo is literally an explosion, right? If you go check out their logo, guys, it's literally an explosion. Look at that, right? Not to mention Mr. Poole tweeted about explosions so many times before. Watch out, this isn't financial advice. The only coin out there is, or in crypto company, is Ripple and XRP that are legit. Ripple's working with multiple central banks from every continent, guys. Exactly.
Working with them on that technology, and then also working with them on the policy, which is going to be a big element on the success factor. I'll take a pause there and let my fellow panelists say something.
Yeah, and if you don't mind, which central banks and which countries are you working on? Or working with?
We're working with many of them. You know, they're mostly under non-disclosure agreements, so I'm not at liberty to share the details. But I would say, you know, we are working with them in each continent apart from Antarctica. You know, the study by the Bank for International Settlements estimates, I think, 80 to 85% of central banks are doing some work. We're at different stages. I mean, we have some active projects, and then we have some.
I told you guys, every continent, guys, right? Enemies of the United States of America. No one else will say this. It's all a grand plan to introduce a new financial system. There's something fascinating going on with David Schwartz, which we talked about. But look at this. Wait before you book. Leave a $6 tip. $57, $354. Maybe for the first moon dates price, second and third. Right. $6 tip from David Schwartz. €6. About $6. Weird. December 22nd. The case started. Right. And he posted on the exact time. Wait a moment. Maybe whenever the case concludes, XRP shoots up to €6, right? Equivalent to, like, I don't know, $7 or something. Really strange if you ask me, guys, right? So let's prepare. Again, things are coming to a close here, seems as, which is very bullish, in my opinion, not financial advice. Now, the fancy for today's video, 618, today would equal to 6.9, right? Interesting. 6.27 is 6.9 as well. I think that's when the Trump debate occurs, guys. So let's pay attention. Thanks for looking quite swell in my opinion. But anyways, guys, for face, see you.